For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Kirkland. It's caught here by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Kirkland. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
1st down, Love to pass. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Love. And this will be incomplete.
Well, there is no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Cook now off the read option.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
59 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Off the play fake. Kirkland.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. Back to throw. Kirkland. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over on the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. From
the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kirkland. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Kirkland. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st down, Kirkland.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd down, Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll shift things around.
A second down throw for Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before break. Kirkland looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kirkland. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Kirkland. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Steps away to his left.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the 1st.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Here's Love.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Come on, stay. Ready.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, electrical made, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big play.
On 3rd down, Love.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Love now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. I start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Love looking to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next is after the score. Commanders 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. First down, going to the air with Love.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. To throw now. Here's Love.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Cook.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Dalvin Cook, a 22-yard scamper, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Ultra.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
On 1st and 10, Love. And Jones has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Love now.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Jones.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Love now to pass on 1st down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say